Good morning, guys and gals. This is your host, Joe, welcoming you to the first day of our travel back to West. I guess this is 8A, maybe, or 8. Number 8 on the travel list. We are in Chicagoland. My brother dropped Sissy off at the airport this morning and came by to pick me up on our way west. Our destination for today is Coralville, Iowa, where the hotel was substantially cheaper than in Cedar Rapids. So we are going to take the Lincoln Highway here eventually. We're going to get to it about the Culp or so. We're going to take it until we run out of steam and or run out of time. We're going to head south to Interstate 80. And we're going to drive to Coralville where the hotel is. So we'll see what's out here to be seen. I don't know nearly enough about the Lincoln Highway, but I do have the Lincoln Highway Association website up on my phone, and I'll be referring to that as we travel. So a minute and 25 seconds in, we'll see what's next. Our first real stop of the day finds us in Creston, Illinois. And Creston seems to be not, I've seen Crestons more than once. There's one in California, certainly, on California 229 that I went to all the way to San Diego last year. We are at Casey's. And as you can see, the pizza I just bought, and I bought for my brother too, he's eating it right now. We're taking a little break. Oh, look at the boy, look at the pups right there. Oh, we are in Creston, Illinois. Sometime after 12:30 or 1 or whenever. We are on the Lincoln Highway. This is going to be the focus of our drive, the Lincoln Highway. From roughly where we got on, about the Culp, until we get to somewhere in Nebraska, where we're gonna head south and do our thing. So I don't know as much about the Lincoln Highway as I do about the Mother Road. There certainly isn't the mythology behind it that maybe there should be, but we're at Casey's, we're gonna eat our pizza, we're gonna get back in the car, we're gonna enjoy a very pleasant day in the Midwest of the United States. So we'll see what's next.
She's just over 6 months.
Oh, we're petting puppies.
That's okay.
We're petting puppies. Oh, look at the pup. Oh, you sweetheart. I know.
What is She has hip dysplasia.
That's our buddy.
Mom's just kind of.
Oh, here's our buddy with hip dysplasia. God love our puppy dog. I know, buddy. You're just such a pup. There we go. You have no idea how much you're making my day.
What's her name?
So the husky is Shadow, and this one's Ava.
Shadow. Hi,
Shadow and Ava. Hello, baby cans.
Oh, look at all the hair
look,
everywhere. Oh.
Look at you.
Oh, look at you.
Okay, 45 seconds of me loving on dogs. You know I never get enough of this. Chico was a gift from Freya. I miss them every day. So we'll see what's next. Now, when my brother and I talked about this drive, we pretty much said no dirt roads. He's got a very low Camry, and I have no idea why he decided to drive on this road, but he kicked up enough rocks and stuff that he suffered a little minor trim damage underneath on this specific part of the old Lincoln Highway. So I don't know what to tell you, brother, but anyway, right here you see on the right there's going to be some of the original concrete pour, and then we're going to wind on here to the modern highway. So you'll see this. The Lincoln Highway in Illinois was very well marked, and I want to point that out. We're pulling into Franklin Grove, and I want to point out on the sign, at the sign says Frisco. Seriously, guys, now the building there is the Lincoln Highway Association, and they were closed today. So I wanted to point out the Frisco sign. Jesus, people, nobody calls it Frisco but rubes. So we'll press on. Our next stop of the day, about 20 to 2, finds us in Dixon, Illinois, and this is one of the childhood homes of President Ronald Reagan. Him and his family, his brother Neil, and his parents moved here in December of 1920 and lived here for roughly 3 years. It's my understanding that he has said more than once he claims Dixon as his boy, or he claims Dixon as his boyhood home. You can see we're in an older neighborhood. Oh, the house is closed. So I wanted to get out and stretch a little bit. Of course, we had a problem with the GoPro, always do. Here's our 360. Ronald Reagan's house, Dixon, Illinois. We'll see what's next. Our next stop of the day, about 2 o'clock, finds us in Sterling, Illinois. And this rock is in memory of Abraham Lincoln speaking here on July 18th of 1856. We were driving through town. We are at East 7th and 6th Avenue. 6th Avenue being a snow route, so you're going to get towed when the plows come. I want to point out this really nice restored house. I've always liked the big full wraparound porch with the roof. That is just, you know, there's a reason that we're spending a mint of money to get the porch done at the hideout. Because I always liked the porch like that. So we are going to walk up to the Lincoln statue that's here, because I know how much you love when I talk and walk at the same time.
There's a mention of John C. Fremont right here.
Oh, John, hold on. I'm going to read this plaque. I'll talk in a second. But we're going to, here's the statue was dedicated on July 18th of 2006 on the 150th anniversary of Lincoln speaking here on behalf of John C. Fremont. Now, you know, from California, that name just runs endlessly through California history. And John C. Fremont did run for president. So I'll have to look that up on Wikipedia and see what the story is, or I'm going to read the sign right here, so hold on. As I'm walking back to the car, it appears that in 1856, the modern Republican Party was founded as an anti-slavery party, and John C. Fremont was the first presidential candidate for the newly founded Republican Party that was anti-slavery. So here's Profiter Park. Here's the sign. We're in Sterling, Illinois. God, now my brother parks in the shade. He knows better.
Look how dirty the car got. From you.
You.
Ah, let's go on this.
No, bite me. So it's a really nice day.
Every day's a nice day. You're still
Really, you know, every day's a nice day. I try to say that. Some days a little bit more trying than others, but you know, this turned out to be a pretty good diversion for us. Learned a little bit about President Lincoln and Sterling, and by God, every time I turn around, there's John C. Fremont. He's everywhere, it seems. Certainly in California history he is. And for those of you who may not have quite put two and two together, the city of Fremont, California, which is a combination of 5 unincorporated towns back in the 50s, you guessed it, named after John C. Fremont. So we'll see what's next. Our next stop of the day is in Morrison, Illinois, and this is the Morrison Covered Bridge, built in 2001. You just saw the little drive clip of us driving over it. It's a beautiful day. I'll see if I can't find out a little bit more about the bridge, if it was just built just because, if there was a bridge prior to here. Really couldn't find a whole lot as I stand here, but there's a plaque there. Let me walk up and see. So here's our 360 of the Midwest of Illinois. Our next stop about, I don't know, after 4 o'clock, 4:20 or 4:30 or so, finds us in Clarence, Iowa on the Lincoln Highway. And I'm gonna do a little pan here, but I really got out because there's a YouTube channel that I watch called Jimmy and Clarence. And Clarence, God love Clarence, and he always reminds you of this, is a champion black Labrador. And of course, the writer is just incredibly funny. He calls, let me see about the sign here, and the sun, you know the sun, it's always got to be the sun somewhere. There we go. Well, here's kind of the sign. He calls his dad Vladimir Putin. He calls his mom Kim Jong Mom, and he calls his vet Jeffrey Vetstein. Clarence is forever angry that they took his testicles without consent. And let me tell you, when we got my boy Chico snipped, he was not happy. God love my boy, I missed the gift. He was a gift from Freya. Anyway, I'll link to it in the descript. It's usually 45-second shorts. Clarence is endlessly calling for the ACLU or the SPCA to come rescue him. And at the end, a lot of their shorts always say free Clarence. God love Clarence. So Clarence, Iowa, God love my wife. She loves Clarence too. So we'll see what's next. This will be our closing shot from, well, yesterday from Coralville, Iowa. You saw a bunch of pretty scenery, made some stops. We got into our room, I don't know, 6 or 7, 5, 6, somewhere in there. Nice room, didn't film it. Had breakfast, you'll see it on the next one. Anyway, hell, thank you for watching. Another episode of the May Extravaganza 23. This is your host, Joe. Peace be with you. Enjoy your day, and we'll see you for the next one.